Hi, this is Bryan, and today we're going to show you how to install BimmerTech's OEM Integration rearview camera kit on an F30. Before working on any electrical components in your vehicle, always be sure to disconnect the negative battery terminal. To remove the battery terminal, use a 10mm socket. Begin by removing the trunk carpeting. This carpeting is secured by 2 T25 screws and 8 Phillips head plastic fasteners. The fasteners are removed by gently twisting them counterclockwise, then pull them straight out. To remove the emergency trunk release handle, simply press the tab down and slide out the small piece of metal wire. Next, slide down the plastic trunk arm protectors. Then remove the trunk carpeting. Remove the factory trunk handle by gently pressing in the 7 tabs that secure it in place by using a trim tool. Once the handle has been released, gently press the 4 tabs on the handle to release the switching mechanism. Take this piece and clip it onto the new BimmerTech handle. The switching mechanism is what houses the button to release the trunk. Slide the wiring to the hole and gently clip the handle in place. Carefully run the wiring to the trunk arm. Now it's time to remove some of the interior carpet to hide the wiring. We're going to start with the shopping clip hook. Gently slide your trim tool in and pry up the center piece. This will pop the entire clip out. There's another clip located above this one. Remove this clip the same way you remove the shopping bag clip. Gently remove the carpet from underneath the weather stripping, being careful not to overextend the emergency fuel door release line. Connect the rearview camera extension cable to the connector from the rearview camera and begin to secure the cable to the factory wiring, either using electrical tape or zip ties. Be sure to leave some slack as you don't want to damage the cable when shutting your trunk. We're now at the point where we're ready to remove the side portion of the rear seat. To remove this piece, simply pull up and release the clip. The clip here at the top is the one that holds it in place. Continue running your cable behind the carpet and under your seat. When finished, simply press the seat back into place. Next, unclip the rear seat by pulling up firmly in the center of where a passenger would be seated. Once the seat is unclipped, take out the trim by removing the center pin of the black fastener with a trim tool or pliers. Gently slide your trim tool under this panel and pry up, working from the left to the right. Reinstall when finished. Continue to hide the wire under the carpet. Remove the lower passenger front trim by gently prying up with your trim tools. As with the trim under the rear seat, the plastic fasteners may become stuck in the car. If this happens, simply pull them out with pliers, slide them back into place, and they should snap right in. Next, remove the plastic seatbelt covering by gently prying under the left and the right lower portion with your trim tool. There's a clip located on the far left and the far right bottom. Once this is released, slide the panel down and out of the way. Continue to hide your wires under the carpet and reinstall when completed. Remove the lower plastic trim located in the passenger footwell by gently prying with your trim tool or using your hand. There are 3 clips that hold this in place, similar to the ones that hold the seatbelt plastic covering in place. Continue to hide the cable. Reinstall when finished. To do this, gently slide your BimmerTech trim tool behind the trim and gently pry up to release the clips. Be very careful on the far right side of the trim as it's very thin. Next, unplug the climbing control and the hazard clips and gently place your trim to the side. Release the lower trim by gently prying from the top down and disconnect the map light. Using a T20 bit, remove the 4 screws that secure the faceplate in place. Gently remove the faceplate and unplug the connection on the right-hand side. Remove the 4 T20 screws and gently remove the navigation unit. On your block harness, you'll notice a gold RCA, a small white connector, and a black connector. Begin by plugging the white connection from the rear view camera into the white connection on the block harness. Remove the large block connector by gently pulling up on the release bar. Then, using a trim tool, pry up on the tab that secures the optic cables in place. These need to be removed and reinserted into the end of the new harness. Next, plug the new block harness into the vehicle's existing harness. Plug the other end of the block harness into the head unit. Next, connect the gold RCA from the block harness into the gold RCA on the activation module. Then plug the yellow RCA from the rear view camera into the RCA on the activation module. Lastly, plug the black connection from the large block harness into the activation module. Then prep the unit with double-sided tape. Here you can see our mounting location to the left of the head unit. We're going to be mounting the activation unit on the metal support beam located on the other side of the plastic. Reassemble your vehicle and the installation is now complete. With the OEM and the OEM integration kits, we give you that factory look and feel. To activate your camera, you'll need to go through a very simple coding process. For coding to occur, you'll need a coding interface, which is supplied in your kit, a Windows laptop or a Mac running Windows, a free Skype account and locally installed Skype software, and about 20 to 30 minutes for activation. Begin by creating your Skype account and schedule your coding appointment by sending a Skype chat message to beamer-tech.net_ts. Once your appointment is confirmed and your installation is complete, you may begin your coding session. During your appointment, your technician will walk you through the easy steps to prepare your BMW for coding activation. Once your car is ready for coding, your technician will have you plug in the coding interface into the OBD2 port and into the Ethernet port on your computer. After about 20 to 30 minutes, your car will be fully coded and your camera is ready to use.